Hello, survivors and members of the Horde, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Project Zomboid, episode 21 of that wonderful banana save file. Why did I name this that stupid name? So last episode, we finally hit our miracle. The one thing we've been looking for 5 episodes straight, or even maybe potentially more than that, was the trowel, the one thing we can use to farm. So we were able to start farming some of our broccoli seeds, and what we're going to do is start farming other things as well, like cabbages and all kinds of stuff. We're going to take a look at how many of those seed packets that we have and start using them. Also, last episode, a couple of you did point out that there was some background noise in the episode. I apologize for that. Just holiday season means certain people have certain days off and are hanging around, such as my fiance playing video games in the background. And she's doing it right now, but I don't think you can hear it. So it should be minimalized from now on. Other than that, everything is good. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my bottles of water. What we're going to do this particular episode, at least the hope, is to get the farm going just a little bit further, and then we are going to potentially, fingers crossed, head back to Gigamart and start bringing in a ton of food. But before we do that, the goal is to get the farm kind of up and running at a full pace. So we're going to pack away our water, we're going to get our character in bed, and we're going to get him farming in the morning. We want to make sure we bring out, we might as well do some carrots and some cabbages as well, and we'll make sure that that's what we kind of prioritize. Actually, we could do it right now. We can only bang that out and then open up the cabbage seed packets, and we can go actually do that right now. We just need to equip the trowel as our primary, and we can go ahead and start digging. I'm going to go ahead and just dig right next to it because I don't think it really matters all that much where we end up digging. We'll dig 2 more rows of 5 spaces and start planting the cabbages and the carrots there. Now, somebody did say that what was it that I planted? Was it cabbages that I planted, actually? No, broccoli. Broccoli takes like 20 days to grow, while cabbages take like 7 to 5 or 5 to 7. So we're going to make that our primary goal, is to grow cabbages and whatnot, because it's going to be quicker, and hopefully we won't end up starving to death. As long as we can get on a good farming cycle, we should be okay as far as food is concerned. And that is the overall goal. So one more plot after this. There we go. And then we can start planting right away. Sowing carrot seeds. We'll do a thing of carrots here. 1, 2, over here. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Carrots here, and carrots. Oh, I missed one. Wait, what? Why do I need... I don't understand why I need 2... I need 12 carrot seeds to make that actual possible. Well, luckily we had 2 packets, so we might as well do some carrots there. We'll check the water levels here in a minute. We'll do cabbages next. I'm curious, if we take a look at cabbages, how many seeds does it require? 9? That's fine. I'm curious what the balance is there. I might look into it before I make a judgment, but if cabbages really take a lot less to grow than broccoli, I'm very curious what the balancing factor there is, if anything. There should be some sort of balancing factor there. Like, maybe if it requires less time to grow, maybe it ends up using more of my seeds. Something that's going to be a little bit on the gamier side of things. It's obviously not going to be as realistic, but I would like to see a balancing factor to that particular kind of thing, because that could be exploited and broken in a lot of different ways. Like, why would you ever grow broccoli, for instance, if you could just grow cabbages? There just seems to be a little bit of a disconnect as far as certain decisions are made, why certain balancing decisions were made there. We still need some more water. We need to fill this back up. Let's go ahead and do that. Come on. What's happening? Do I have to unequip this? It's already equipped. There we go. Alright, we'll fill that up. I don't know why that wasn't working, actually. But that's fine. Now we'll go water the rest of the plants. I completely forgot what was the last plant I watered was, so we're going to have to double check. I know these need to be watered, actually. Come on. What's happening? There it is. Water. let's do info on these real quick. Well watered. How about this one in the back? Info. Parched. And what about this one? Healthy. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and water this one then. I don't know. Is he re-equipping it every time? I feel like that's a bit on the unnecessary side. But do a quick info on it. Well watered. Alright, so they should be healthy by tomorrow. Is he out of water already? No, it's full. I don't understand what's happening. Certain things are not being clicked on properly. Maybe I need to give some more space between them. I don't know why it's being problematic. Am I out of water in it already? No, it says it's full. I don't understand. What is happening? Healthy but parched. Can I... What is... I feel like some of the clicking is a little bit broken. If I can get the info and it says it's well watered. Okay, now that one's well watered. We're just going to have to keep this up so I can click on it more. Parched. See if it's parched, but my can is full, so I don't understand why it won't let me. We'll come back to it tomorrow. Get our character in bed. And then I guess we'll just worry about it tomorrow. Alright, sleep. Let's fingers crossed that that's not going to be a problem. Other than that, I'm looking forward to heading back into the city. We desperately need to be grabbing all of that food, and those nails particularly are going to be incredibly useful. My biggest concern is finding my way back to Gigamart. Finding my way back to Gigamart is going to be a challenge. My memory's awful, and I don't have a map up, as I tend to say, because I keep saying I'm going to look at a map, but then I think about it, and I feel like that takes away a little bit of the experience. Unless the map is built into the game, which it's not. I just feel it takes away a bit from the experience. Okay, 59? What does that even mean? 59. What? I don't understand what that means. So we'll go ahead and... Whoa! Do I have 59 of these? Alright, that must be what's happening. They must be getting duplicated in some way. That's incredibly broken. They're getting duplicated somehow. That's really, really weird. No wonder I'm like all wicked heavy and overloaded here. 59 of them. Okay, well, at least we figured out the problem. We can go ahead and drop this now. I'm curious how it's getting duplicated, though. That's really weird. Alright, we only need one, so we already have one equipped? We do not. So just grab one. Boom. Equip is the primary. Okay, good. How are we looking? Weight is back to normal. Gonna go ahead and fill it with toilet water, because why not? We might as well use it. See how it's like... It had like two of them there? That worries me. That makes me think that it's gonna duplicate itself again. Alright, let's start watering these. Did he equip it again? Alright, he equipped it, but let's keep an eye on it and make sure that it doesn't end up doing something silly. We'll go ahead and water this one as well. I think every single time I have him water it, he's like equipping it. I can't tell. And how does this just say item? And it says it's full, but it's obviously not. Let's go ahead and refill it then. No more water there. No more water there. Maybe over here then. We'll grab some. No, maybe there's no water in there? I don't even understand. Unequip. Pour on ground. Equip is primary. Fill it. Yeah, we're just having issues. It's like filling it twice. I swear that's what's happening. It's filling it twice. I don't know why that's the case. That's a little frustrating for sure. As my cats run around in the background like crazy people. Let's drop some cabbages there. There we go. Let's water it. Full. Let's check then the health of these over here. Once again, it's being awkward. We've got well watered and healthy, so we don't have to worry about those. All right, good. Let's stash everything again, and we will go ahead and drop this, and we will put this away as well. Let's go in there. Which one's our gardening one? I think it's this one. Trowel. Come on. Unstick. Come on. There you go. Inventory in the UI still needs a little bit of work. It's better than it used to be, but desperately needs a little bit of work. It's not exactly the smoothest experience of all time. That's for sure. Alright, we got that. Alright, we're going to just take the axe. We're not going to take the baseball bat. We're going to take the bullets, the pistol. The saw we'll put outside. The nails we'll put outside. We'll leave the beta blockers and the cigarettes here. The axe, like I said, we'll hang on to. Equip this as our primary. We'll keep one water bottle. The other of which we can drop in here for now. And we'll leave, like I said, that out there. There we go. Boom, empty bag, boom. Pants, vest, yes, we need to carry all these. These don't weigh anything. Alright, that's it. That's all we have. We'll put the other construction stuff in a crate out here. I can't click on those, and that's a little bit worrisome. And we'll go ahead and pop open one of these. This one works. Nails. Saw. We'll carry these rounds on us in case we need to use a gun in a pinch. How are we looking as far as the axe? 33% should be good enough. Come on. There we go. Let's do a quick round around the house to make sure that we are safe from any zombies before we leave. It seems to be good. Nice quick patrol. We should probably grab food, actually. That'd be really awful of me if I didn't eat something and grab food before we left. I would be scrounging immediately for food as opposed to trying to make my way to Gigamart where we can potentially, actually get what we need. So let's take a look. Is there anything in here that we can actually eat? The answer looks like the answer no. Is that watermelon rotten? It's not rotten. It's one rotten one. We will eat the non-rotten one right now, just to put it to use. There we go. Awesome. And we will bring some snacks with us. Just a couple bags of chips for now, just to make sure we're well fed. The chances of us getting to Gigamart on the first try are incredibly low, just because of my own particular play style ends up being awful, and I'm sure I'll get lost along the way. But the big goal is going to be sneaking and not running while we get there. Sneaking in, not getting detected, taking everything I can possibly grab, and sneaking out. Again, maintaining, hopefully, minimal attention from the wandering, hungry neighbors. So, let's see. Actually, these guys, I can just kind of run around for now. It's sparse enough where I don't have to worry too much about it. And I can even lose them around buildings for right now. Just moving through the buildings quickly is an alright thing. We can kind of risk it. Okay, we can stop risking it now. Alright, let's take care of the one that's right immediately here. We have, two that we garnered the attention of, which we can easily just kind of ignore. Do dip around the building over here. Whoa. Alright, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. Holy crap. Okay, so we should probably not run. But I'm in a bad spot, so running is kind of what I'm resorting to for now. And we'll just walk away. Hopefully, again, garnering the attention of minimal of them. We'll lose these guys. Once we go around this fence, we'll take a sharp couple turns. And we'll end up trying to lose them. Can't be going that way, though, because there's a zombie right over there. That's fine. There's that black spot. Already lost a good chunk of them. Feeling pretty confident that we'll be, in the long run, we'll be okay. Oh, man, look at how many there are. Now the sneaking needs to come into play. We should probably end up leveling up sneaking as often as we can. If I can get it up one more level, that'll be good for us. How's the sneaking looking right now? We're about halfway there to the next skill point. I might actually end up using that skill point for sneaking. Sneaking is going to be so important in this game that I need to start putting it to good use. I don't, unfortunately. I'm too busy sprinting around like a madman, and I make some really poor decisions when I end up doing that. Good cutting around the forest right there. They're going to lose our sight of there, and we can look around. If you heard talking in the background, I apologize. She's getting mad at Mario. As she has been for probably about 2 hours now. We will go down. Is Gigamart this way? I don't even know. I don't want to run, though, because there's definitely a good number of zombies. And here's, and this is something you guys have been saying in the comments for a while. And if you haven't read the comments, they make a good point. When I'm running, I'm garnering the attention of all these zombies. And on top of being loud myself and, running and thumping my way all over the place and attracting unnecessary attention, the zombies themselves are making noise by following me and making footsteps on concrete, as well as moaning and groaning and causing their own ruckus, and potentially getting caught on doors and windows and banging and slamming their way through that. So not only am I making noise myself, but they themselves are making noise in turn. It's just kind of a chain effect that just garners a lot of unwanted attention. We got to make sure that we're not being followed as often as possible. And I am going to try and crack these open because I don't know where I am right now. And there's always potential for good loot nearby. Where are we? This isn't Gigamart. Where are we? Well, Zippy Market might be alright to check out. Even if we don't get to Gigamart right away, any place that has food is going to be worth investigating. That's really what these runs are for, is to stockpile food and nails. Pizza World, I knew that building existed, but I hadn't come across it quite yet. Nope, that window can't be opened like that, even though that's something important to notice. These windows right here, even though I can put him in the animations to open these, they actually can't be opened. That's something that should be fixed, hopefully in time. Did we really have no house alarm here? Oh, nope, as soon as I went, it went off. That's an unfortunate situation. We will, I guess, just walk away. That's really unfortunate for me. Okay, well, yikes. Alright, well, I don't know why these guys are following me. I really didn't do any running there. And in that little sprint I did like that, they were already following me at that point, so I'm not entirely sure what garnered their attention and why. We'll see. Maybe if we pull them away, we might be able to get into that market. I could attempt that, actually, which might be worth trying. So let's start it. Let's do it. Let's try to pull them away. I'm gonna loop all the way into this field. I'll lose them around the trees here. I'll do a long loop back to the market and see if I can end up getting in there. This guy's really fast, and that actually bothers me a little bit. I actually want to get rid of him. Down you go. That's just the fact that he was so fast worried me. Oh wow, these guys are still coming. Oh shit, that's a lot of zombies. Alright, well come on this way, guys. I'll lose you over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Over here. Through the trees. Up here. Hopefully losing them in the process. I can hear some more zombies in the forest, but that doesn't worry me all that much. I'll now start to walk up here. And it looks like they're just going straight into the trees at this point, which is good. So, mission potentially accomplished. Let's see if we can get into Zippy Mart. Just want to get in there. I also need to find a place I can sleep and crash for the night, too. And if one of these buildings has a chair or something that I feel safe enough to sleep in, I'm more than willing to do it. There's one right here. That's fine. That's not a big deal. We can take her out. Easy peasy. Let's go around back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Oh no. Oh no. I need to move. I need to move. I need to move. I need to move, 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 move. I thought I was going to hit hard enough, but I did not. Ah, oof. I didn't get hit there. Look at this guy. Like, look at these guys. What is going on over here? What is going on? Why are they so fast? Ooh, that's not normal. That's not right. I need to get out of here. This is just not a good situation for me. Back to the road. Abandon when you know you failed, Mathis. It's not worth risking your life over. Alright, let's kill this guy off and potentially get into one of these houses. Down. And again, getting to these houses is going to prove really difficult because the alarm's most definitely going to end up going off. But if there's not a lot of zombies around, we might be able to make it work. One zombie down. But we need to find a place we can put our character to sleep for at least a little while. Let's pop this open, hopefully. Okay. I can hear moaning, which means there's a house alarm. Yep. Now the question is how many? These two don't seem to be noticing, which is weird. But if I can get inside and get in there without really being noticed at all, I'll be happy. Down you go. It still seems to be plenty on the way over. But if it's only a minimal number, I will actually take them out. It's not a minimal number. It's not a minimal number. Alright. We're going to have to find a place to sleep at least next episode. As of right now, we're just working with what we can, unfortunately. We'll see what ends up happening. In we go. For now, we'll see. Well, maybe this will be the house right here. I'm just looking for a window of some sort that I can escape out of. That does not seem to be it. We'll watch this house at the beginning of the next episode. We're gonna call this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and comment below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the Legion of the Horde or the Survivors and claim your loyalty in the comments. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.